and welcome to Coleman Tarot. My name is A.T. Coleman, and this is going to be your reading for the month of January. I'm not doing a reading for December because it's going to go by so fast. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give away 3 things for the holiday, whatever you celebrate. So I have typically like a guy's bracelet, but it can be used for women as well. This one has howlite and carnelian and obsidian. And this one has jade and red river jasper and turquoise. Okay, so those, and then also I'm going to be giving away the main prize, which is a set of meditation stones. These are different stones for different chakras, so you put these on yourself when you're meditating, or you can even just hold one at a time for a different meditation. I'll send you a link. Whoever wins this, I'll send you a link on how to do that. I didn't make the video on it. It's just other people have videos on how to meditate with them, and I saw them, and that's how I got a set for myself, and this is a set for one of you. So those 3 prizes are going to be given out. All you have to do is in the comments, if you decide you want one of these things, in the comments for yourself or someone else, just put in the comment which one of those you want, and then I will draw at the end of the month. I will draw, and then for the next month I'll announce the winner, and 3 people will win those. Okay, so now I'm going to start with your video. Here we go. Okay, guys, this is your reading for Taurus, and here we go. I did not pre-shuffle, but I did pre-chime. I clicked the chime. Okay. Ooh, that. All right, you have the 5 of Swords right off the bat. Then let's see what else you're going to have, Taurus. That one's stone cold. This is definitely not the one. All right, here we go. We are going to have the 4 of Cups. Then we have the 9 of Pentacles. Nice. Then we have the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. I'm glad it's in reverse. Then we have the 6 of Pentacles. Then we have the Emperor. Then we have your obstacle is the shadow side. And then your outcome is the 10 of Swords. And this is the stuff that's going to be hidden from you over here. Okay, so I can see this is a lot about money here. There's a lot of money things. There's money coming and money going. Okay, here we have, you're starting off the month with the 5 of Swords. Okay, and the 5 of Swords is about, it's about a struggle, like a competition, it's not really like the 5 of Wands where it's like everybody pushing each other. This is more about like a fight, a battle. And it looks to me like when I'm looking at this card, everybody's winning. Everyone's winning equally. Okay, so, and this reminds me of people battling in the stores, you know, people battling for gifts and things like that, because it's a thing where there's pushing against each other, there's fights, as I say, but it's more like, and usually the 5 of Swords is one person is the victor and everybody else kind of like has to fight it. But in this one, it looks like everybody's coming out equal. Everybody's coming out with what they want. There's just a lot of chaos involved, but it's an organized chaos. In the end, everyone's getting their slice of the pie, it looks like in this card. And there's lots of fairies, so it's kind of a fun, happy competition, because there's look at the little fairies there. Everybody's flying around. It's more like, I feel chaos. Obviously, it's the time of the season, but I'm just saying, even still, it's chaos, but it's more like a fun chaos, and it's a chaos where everybody wins. So I don't see anything negative coming out of that. Okay, here we have the 4 of Cups, which is definitely a negative card, okay? But the 4 of Cups is more about feeling self-pity and feeling like, oh, woe is me. And you have so many good cards here that you don't really need to be feeling this, but sometimes people get down in the dumps, especially if they get overstimulated with a lot of things happening and relatives getting together and things like that. But this card here is about someone who has something magical right beside them. See, he's got the mermaid right there, and he's not impressed by the mermaid. She's like, hello, I'm a mermaid. Usually people are more excited by this, but he's just sitting there going, I'm not impressed. And look, he's in this beautiful location with this brook and everything. It's more about pouting for no reason. Okay, just pouting. And everybody has that, so it's okay. And you also have this in the middle of your thing, so that's probably why you're pouting. Okay, over here you have the 9 of Pentacles. This is about feeling rich or acting rich, even if you're not. But feeling like, yeah, I got the money, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And you have this card right next to it, which is usually the uh-oh, I'm broke card. and it's upside down, thank God. So this is about you feeling like you're spending money, feeling like, yeah, I got the money, just like, making it rain type of stuff. And in the middle of your month, as I say, this is the card of lack. This is not having enough, and oh my gosh, we're running low on money, or I'm not feeling loved, and blah, blah. Luckily for you, it's upside down, which is kind of the opposite of that. So what I'm seeing with this and with this and with this card over here, it's definitely a theme, okay? It's definitely a theme saying that you're spending. Look at this guy. He's like, yes, I am rich. I'm just dishing out the money right there. Look at the money going down to these kids. This is a theme that's telling me that you are feeling rich and you're spending a lot, or you're kind of like maybe spending too much, maybe because this is saying that this is a possibility eventually, but it's not saying that you're going to be poor right now. It's just saying that you just might want to be careful of how much you're spending, that you're not acting like a king or queen if you're not really, okay? You're going to be feeling like you're spending a lot, but then you also have to watch out for this kind of thing where you're pouting. So if you're spending a lot, make sure that you're not spending a lot and then regretting it later and saying, why did I spend so much on this person? Or spending it and then saying, why did I spend it and I don't have any money? So it's just saying you are going to be feeling like you're spending a lot, but be careful that you don't overdo it, okay? Because that's a definite theme there, all right? Over here we have, what is this? The Emperor. Nice. This is the universe giving you stuff, okay? And it might be because you're so generous. It might be because you're giving stuff to people, and then the universe is saying, okay, I'll give you something back. Because the universe is, the Emperor is about the universe giving you something that you need. Not necessarily something that you love, but it's something that you need, something that you've wanted for a long time. Just boom, comes open, like maybe a job opportunity, or maybe that car you've always wanted goes in the market suddenly, or that house that you always wanted, now it's up for sale. It's a worldly thing. It's a resource that's suddenly becoming open to you, because I think it's because you're so generous over here. So if you feel like, oh, you gave to somebody and they didn't give back, or you gave to somebody, they didn't appreciate it, the universe appreciates it, okay? It always comes back to you. When you're kind to someone, it comes back to you, okay? Just don't overdo it where you're throwing lots of cash. You don't have to, but if you want to be kind to someone else, like in this picture here, he's giving the money to these kids. And he's saying, like, I'm not really a king, but I can pretend to be for a day and I can give to somebody else. That kind of stuff does come back to you. That's why you're seeing the Emperor there. Okay. Now your obstacle is the shadow side. Okay. And look at this. You've got this woman over here who's hiding in the shadows. Then you've got this guy over here. And then you've got this guy over here. Okay. And then the light is shining in on them. Okay. So this is more about feeling like, it could be connected to this as well, where you're feeling like you're a little bit in the dark and you're feeling like you're in the shadows, and then there's this light shining in. So this is also telling me if you do something bad, you're going to feel guilty about it. If you do something, if you're kind of like in this situation where you're grabbing the stuff and maybe you're getting something and someone else isn't getting it, it'll work out for them in the end because everybody's getting their slice of the pie here, but at the same time, you might feel guilty about it, and then it might be revealed, like the light might shine in and reveal what you've done. If you've been like at the store pushing people around, or like, I mean, not physically, but if you're just grabbing the last item and you see somebody else really needs it, don't be afraid to be generous in that way as well, because what goes around comes around, and if you're being generous, that will come back to you. All right. And if you're grabbing the last item, that will also be revealed, and people will say, oh my gosh, they might film it and say, oh my, look at this person going crazy and stealing the last thing, getting the last doll that everybody wants, try to maintain a little bit of just remember people are watching, because especially now with phones, everybody's always watching everything. So just make sure that anything you do that might be a little unsavory might come to light. Okay. So be careful of that. That's your obstacle. People noticing something that you're doing that might not be the best thing. Okay, the 10 of Swords is your outcome. The 10 of Swords. This is an ending to something. Okay, so this could be deciding you don't want to talk to anybody for a while because you've had it with your attitude. This could be an ending to, I'm done going in the stores. I'm done doing this. I'm done doing that. I'm done visiting relatives. I'm done with it. So your ending of your month is just being finished. And look at this guy. It could just be exhaustion. It could be really exhaustion. This is beyond exhaustion. Look at that guy kissing the dirt. Okay, you might just be done with it. You might just be like, okay, I've had it with this. I've had it with this whole season. I'm exhausted. I just want to collapse. Okay, So be careful of that as well, that you don't overdo it with your health. Okay, things that are hidden from you are the Two of Pentacles, balance. Balance out your money, balance out your health, balance out what you get versus what other people get, okay? Balance it out. Remember that slice of the pie, okay? Everybody's getting some. Then you have strength, and it looks like from your ending that you're going to need it, all right? You're going to need some strength in there. You might be a little bit exhausted. And normally that is not the sick card. That's not the recovery card, but I just get this exhausted feeling like this is not just tired. This is like dead tired, bone tired, okay? All right, I'm getting real exhaustion off of that card. Okay, and also with this, you're going to need the strength, okay? Also with this card and with this card, okay? With the Five of Pentacles, usually there's somebody else in it that's holding you up, that's helping you. And in this one, you've got the person there. So if you are facing any adversity, it looks like someone's going to be there helping you. Someone's going to be, I want to say knee deep in the shit, but someone's going to be in there with you, helping you out. That's your obstacle. Your obstacle is that you might have to face something that is, people might notice you're doing something wrong, and somebody else is going to be there with you and sticking up for you, you know. Okay, so those are the three things, right? We got 1, 2, here's your last one. The Seven of Pentacles, growing back your money. Okay, if you spent too much, you might have to take up extra shifts or something to grow it back, because here you are growing your money. Here you are lavishly spending and being like, hey, and here you are, oh, now I gotta grow this back up. Okay, so that's normal, that's typical for the winter season. Even if you don't celebrate any holiday, you got to get extra stuff because it's cold. You got to get extra scarves, mittens, and, you know, maybe a new coat, more sweaters. You always have to spend something in the wintertime. Okay, I'm going to give you your fate card for the month, but it looks like a theme of spending money and then working back to get your money back, and the universe giving you something because you've been generous, and also any adversity, you're going to have somebody there with you, taking care of you and helping you. And then at the end of the month, bone tired. Okay. Now, here we have the forces of nature favor you. Excellent. That's your fate. The forces of nature are going to favor you. Great. That's good for weather. Oh my gosh. That's a good one for the weather. All right. So whatever weather you're looking for, hopefully you will get it, Taurus, because I don't think we're all going to get it. All right. This is going to be your spiritual card for the month. I'm going to make it a good one, hopefully, because you're going to need it. It's going to be a time of tiredness, I think. Fear. I've literally never gotten this card before. Fear. And it's cool because I just started reading that book, Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. Okay. I'm not a Taurus, but I live with one. So I'm telling you, when you feel the fear, do it anyway, because fear leads to growth. Fear leads to spiritual growth. Okay. So if you feel like something might be scary, it might be because it's helping you to grow. And if you feel like, oh my gosh, I have this thing where I don't know what's going to happen. First of all, you have this guy in the shadows that's watching over you. You have the light coming in, and then you have this other person. Now, the light can be revealing something you're trying to hide in the shadows, but also this other person is here with you. Okay, they're here with you. And you have the strength card, so you're going to be taken care of. And then whatever you're afraid of this month, you're going to be taken care of, okay? And then we have this as your outcome, being tired. Okay, so that's it for you for the month. It looks like a great month, topsy-turvy. You're going to have the money. You're going to be having, feeling generous, and you're going to be having a moment of just pouting about stuff. I think it's just going to be a lot of, but then someone's going to be there with you, and it might even be a mermaid. You're going to have this feeling of just a little bit of exhaustion. I think that's mostly what it's going to be, exhaustion. And maybe you might want to say, look, I got to close the door on everybody and just have some time by myself because I'm bone tired. Okay. And the owl is there to give you wisdom. All right. So, and also with the forces of nature favoring you, you've got the owl there. You've got this guy watching over you. You've got this mermaid. So it looks like the universe, and with the emperor as well, it looks like the universe is going to be watching out for you and picking up the slack if you need any help. Okay. Have a great month. Bye.